Good day, everybody. So today I'm gonna come to you guys to do my April favorites. May is upon us come Friday, so I figured let me just film this, get it up there now, and get it out of the way. So without further ado, let's get started. I have them laid out here in the order that I would put them on so that I won't just be grabbing random things. So they're all makeup related. Sorry if you guys went to see something that was not makeup related, but for right now it's just all makeup related. So first thing I want to start off with is my sample size of, I swear I always have hair all over me, my sample size of Benefit Professionals. It looked like this. I really like this this primer. I was like, what is it? It's a primer. I really like this primer. I feel like I was never a primer girl. Like I remember when I would go to the MAC girls and be like, oh my god, my makeup, help me, and they'll be like, oh honey, you need to use a primer. I'm just like, primer, smimer, like that does nothing for me, girl. What do you mean? No, I'm not using a primer. And one day, after just repetition is important, like after hearing primer, you need a primer, I'm just like, okay, maybe I should give this primer thing a shot. And yeah, this one to date has been really nice for me. It says Pro Balm to minimize the appearance of pores. I don't really think I have much pores, but I find that it does help with my mattifying because I'm combo oily, honey. And trust me, it gets shiny. It gets shiny out here for a pimp. But yes, my Benefit Professionals. Next, I have my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup in Cappuccino and H. So this is the, there we go. This is the shade. It is Cappuccino and 8. I hope my camera is focusing. This is what it looks like. I found that out of all of the foundations that I own, whether it be drugstore or high-end, I find that I always come back to drugstore. I don't know if it's because I have minimalistic skin and my skin really don't have a lot of needs to it. Like I don't need an expensive foundation because of what it does. I could just use kind of anything and it works for me. I don't know if that's the reason why, but I've had this for a little bit. It's sounding like it's getting to the point of no return. So I might need to pick up a new one. This has been the best shade for me. I feel like my skin, my undertone is warm, but when I look at the warm shades, I'm just like, yeah, none of you bad boys are gonna work for me. So ended up with the Cappuccino in the neutral section. So that's what the N stands for. Stands for neutral. And this is what I use. So if you're of my shade, my complexion, and you were wondering what shade you would be in this, or you wanted to get a drugstore foundation to start off with, you can try the L'Oreal True Match in the shade N8. All right, moving on. Concealer. Oh my god, I feel like this concealer would be in every single favorites. If I continue to do favorites, I feel like this would be in every single one, so get ready for it. But everyone and their mama talk about this. It is the MAC Pro Long Wear Foundation. Whoa, not foundation, concealer. It can work as a foundation because I have done it that way. No shade, I've done it that way. Like sometimes I'm just like, let me see if this can work for me as a foundation. I mean, it's more, obviously you're gonna be pumping out more if you're using it as a foundation, but I have used it as a foundation, shared out with like some, like a setting spray. I sprayed on my face first, put this on all over it, then blend out, and it has worked for me as a foundation. I won't suggest you do it that way all the time, but anyways, I'm rambling. This is it. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it is well loved. I am about halfway there to another tube, and I get mine in the shade NW40. I don't even expect you guys to see that. I don't even think my camera will focus. I don't think it is, but it's in the shade NW40. And for me, it's a tad bit lighter and it gives me the highlight that I want under my eyes. But then sometimes I feel like compared to my other concealers that I have for under my eyes, this one is the darkest of them all. So I don't know. I like it. I'm wearing it today because it gives me like, and I know you can barely tell because you're like, girl, I still see them dark shadows. I feel like I could never get my foundation onto the point, I mean my concealer onto the point where I don't see my dark circles anymore. And it's like in real life I don't see them, but I find that I always cast a shadow in like pictures or videos or something like that. So I don't know if it has anything to do with like my eyelashes and the length of them. If that has anything to, or maybe just lights or how my eyes crease, but I swear my bags are covered. I have no idea why it looks like it's not, but I always seem to have that problem in all my pictures and videos. But this is my favorite concealer. It's the one I reach for the most out of all of the other ones that I own. I've been trying, next on my list, oh, and I didn't tell you guys, I apply this foundation with this brush. It is a flat top brush, powder brush from e.l.f. and it just looks like this. It has like a nice round circumference. It's really soft, to be quite honest with you. It's really soft, and I use this to apply both my powder and liquid foundations, so it just works for me. It gets me a lot of coverage because of how, you know, how wide it is. I love it, and it's from e.l.f. So it's literally under $5. I think I paid under $5 for this, so it's great, good quality stuff. All right, moving on. I started to do this thing called baking. If you guys aren't familiar with that technique, you can go ahead and YouTube it. I'm pretty sure there should be videos on it as of this moment of the baking technique, but I see it a lot on my Instagram feed and I thought, let me try this baking shit. Let me open a bakery right now on my face and see what's going on. And I found that it works really nicely if you want like that extra pop of highlight, like whether it's under your eyes or like to really bring out your contour, because I love me a strong contour, honey. I call it my drag contour because I love me a strong contour, honey. It's real. But I just use this. It's really cheap. It is a CoverGirl translucent powder, loose powder, and medium. So this is what it looks like. Again, I'm not sure if my camera is going to be focusing on any of this stuff, but it's just a loose powder, and I am uber nervous to open this because I don't want it to just fly everywhere. Okay. Yeah. But this is what it looks like. I will say that it is highly fragranced. And it's not even like, it's not a fragrance that bothers me, but when I smell it, I think of old people going to church. Yep, that smells like my deceased grandmother. So that's the only thing that if you're somebody that like has a problem with scented stuff, this might throw you off because it does smell like my deceased grandmother. It does smell like an old lady going to church, but other than that, this bad boy works well for me to highlight, you know, like I said, Google or Instagram search. Well, you can't even Instagram search, but hopefully you're following fucking people that do makeup on Instagram, because I follow like, who does it that I saw? I don't think I saw Emery do it. Who I saw do it? Oh my God, some girl on my Instagram that I saw that was like baking, like many of them. Oh, Lily Galici, she does it. She obviously doesn't do her own makeup, but her makeup artist does the baking for her, and that's a good example. So check out Lily Galici on Instagram. That would be a good example of baking, the baking technique, if you're like, what is she talking about? So yes, this is what I use to bake, and it gives me an additional highlight under my eyes or anywhere that I really want it, and it's awesome. I also use this sometimes to set my face. Like I use this to set my face sometimes, and it is the Chanel Le Beige powder, and it looks like so, with the little CC in the front. It comes in a little dust pouch which has 10,000 furs on it, and it says it's the Le Beige's Healthy Glow Sheer Color. It has an SPF of 15, and yeah, it says made in Chanel Paris and Chanel New York. Yeah. And this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if it has my shade in here. I think N70. And N70 would be my shade. I think that's what it is. I don't know if you guys could see. Again, sorry if my camera is not focusing, but that's just what it looks like. When you pop it open, you have the mirror here, and then of course you have, it comes with like a little brush. I don't really use this. They say to use this little brush here to like apply it. I don't really use this brush. I use this brush when I want a really harsh drag contour. I use this brush, and I have to load this brush up to even get anything. So you have the brush, and you have this little cover thing that covers the powder, and then this comes out, and voila, this is the shade. I'm actually wearing this on my face today. It has a nice smell. It's light. It's a light fragrance. It's not as fragranced as the CoverGirl. It's very light and like dainty smelling. However dainty would smell. I feel like this powder smells like that. A very kind of sweetish, fresh-ish scent. But this is it. This is like the darkest in this powder. It was so crazy because the girl at my counter, I was like really into Chanel. I was having like a Chanel kick, and I'm like, let me see what they have. And I went there, and she was like, I was so disappointed. Chanel, hello, if you're anybody from from Chanel that's watching my videos, we need darker colors, people. Do you not love chocolate folk? We need more colors. What else? I live for this Sleek contour palette. I remember that there was a time where Sleek was like really big on Instagram, and everybody and their mom was talking about Sleek. But yes, I have the Sleek contour in dark, as you can see here. It's in dark, and it just looks like this. It comes with a contour and a highlight. I barely use the highlight. When this was the only highlighter that I had, I obviously used it, but I have a different highlighter that I swear by and that I love, so I use that one more. But this is the only powder that I have found that gives me the contour that I want. I don't know if you guys can see it today. You can see it better on this side. I don't know what's wrong with this side of my face. It just never holds anything, but yeah. You can see it on this side of my face way better. But yes, this is what I use to contour my cheeks. Because if I don't contour my cheeks, I have like a heart-shaped face. So a lot of the time, if I don't put on a contour, I would look like a chipmunk. We don't want that. No chipmunk life. And then I have four more products to talk about. Oh my god, it's getting so long. I have 4 more products to talk about. I ramble too much, my goodness. But anyways, this is my holy grail highlighter. I didn't put on a lot today because I'm going out and it's daytime. This side of my face catch highlighter good. This side of my face catch contour good. You just gotta compromise with yourself sometimes. You just gotta compromise. But yeah, you can see it better on this side, I think. Nothing crazy, but this is the highlighter that I use. It is pretty dinged up and I'm kind of embarrassed, so let me like clean the edges real quick. But this is what it looks like. It is the MAC Superb highlighter. And it sucks that it's limited edition because when I swatched Gold Deposit on my hand, I just felt like it was too fucking gold for me. I was like, oh my god, like, do dark skinned people get any other highlighter than fucking gold? Like, I feel like all we get is gold. They just package it and they're like, for dark people, take the golden one. And it's like, I don't really want a gold highlighter. Can I pick something else? Like a champagne or something? Soft and Gentle is too light for me. I'm gonna look like Casper if I ever tried to use Soft and Gentle. So this one was a nice meat in between because it's not gold and it's not as silver as Soft and Gentle. So I feel like this is good. And it is called, like I said, Superb. really sucks that it's limited edition, but it looks like this. It's kind of like, oh, and this was like from the new packaging from MAC that MAC was doing. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I remember the story of how I got this. I saw it on the display, as I have highlighter all over me now. I saw it on the display at my job, and the girl, shout out to my girl, Andrea. I know she doesn't watch my videos, but she's like the best sales rep there. That's not like, she's the only one there along with like 2-3 other ones that aren't stuck up. Like, she's really down to earth. And I remember I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty, because I swatched it on my hand and she was like, oh, I don't think we have any more left of that. What is it? Superb, right? I'm like, oh, I didn't even know what it was. So I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, it's superb. I'm like, she's like, I'm not sure. She's like, I'm going to check the stock. I'm not sure we have any more, but I was like, please, if you have it, just hold it for me. My shift ends at this time. Like, I'm going to come back and get it. And I saw her on my break and she was like, you're in luck. We have one more. And I was like, oh my God, please just hold it for me somewhere. Put a little note on it. I'm coming back for it as soon as my shift is done. I was like, better yet, let me just get it now. And I ended up getting it. It is so amazing. I use this every single day. Okay, I don't wear makeup every single day. So I'll say I use this every time I put on makeup. Okay. And last, oh, look at me bugging. I got 2 more things to talk about. 4 more things to talk about. These 2 mascaras together are life. Oh my gosh. Like, do you see my lashes right now? Like, can we talk about my lashes? Like, let's get a side view of this. I hope you're seeing how wonderful my lashes look. Let's see. I have to get it against the white background so you can see. Do you see how long and fluttery my eyelashes look? I look like I'm wearing falsies. No falsies. Those are mine, coupled with these bad boys. These bad boys are gonna be the future. They are, believe me. It's gonna be the future. You have to trust me here. I can't even get into how much I love this. Like, Chanel, Le Volume de Chanel, and L'Oreal Telescopic. Oh, best combo ever. I swear, I need to get a new tube because it's getting a little dry, but I've had it for a while, so it kind of deserves to get dry. But this is what the wand looks like. It's like very stubby, and it has a lot of little bristles. I hope that you guys can see it. But this gets your eyelashes going, honey. This gets your eyelashes long and thick by itself. So if you didn't want to do 2 mascaras, you could just do this alone. And depending on how you apply it, you can get the maximum of very full, fluttery lashes, but have them be long and wispy at the same time. Because I've been using this by itself before I discovered its little companion here. I was using this alone and I was getting great results. But then I was watching videos and I felt like at that time in my life, everybody on YouTube was talking about the telescopic, and I'm like, I need to get this fucking mascara. Everybody keeps talking about it. So coupled with this bad boy, and you will see why I get such amazing results. Look at the brush on this one. It is teeny tiny. Like, oh my goodness. It is teeny tiny, incy wincy. And there's so many little teeth that when I put this on, if it leaves any clumps, because it really doesn't clump up all that much, but if it does leave any clumps behind, I come through with this. And because the teeth are spaced so closely and like small on this wand, it just kind of gets in there and separates them perfectly, and then take them to a different level of length than that the Chanel did not take them to. So these 2 together I love. High-end drugstore. I mix them. I don't know how this would work with the Benefit They're Real, because I have liked that one in the past too, but I've only bought it once. I never repurchased. But this one, oh my God, yes. Hello, you need this in your life. Take a good look at it. When you go to your counter, you need this. Trust me. Le Volume de Chanel, honey. I don't know if you can see that again, sorry, but you need this mascara in your life. Now, I have medium to long lashes, and my lashes are kind of full on their own. So I guess it would all depend on your lashes. I mean, I might get great results with this and somebody else might try it and hate it. So I don't really know, I'm sorry. But just give it a shot. And I am so blessed that I work somewhere that I can get this on discount because, I don't know, what is it, like I think it's either $28. I think it's $28 for this. So it's nice that I can get it on discount. Sometimes I can get it 50% off. Just depends on how much of a discount I want to give myself. It's time for me to get a new tube because whenever my mascaras are old, and this one isn't the culprit because I just got this like maybe a month or two ago. Whenever it's time for me to throw out one of my mascaras, I always get a little bump. And this morning I was like, just now when I was putting on my makeup and I was putting on the mascara, I saw the little bump, so I'm guessing it's time for me to get a new tube. It's still good, like there's still a good bit of product in there, but it's not worth risking the health of your eyes. So yes, I love this. These two together are magnificent, and what I love is that the Chanel don't talk shit to the telescopic when they're sitting in the little makeup drawer. Like, they don't talk shit. The Chanel is very sophisticated. Not saying that L'Oreal isn't, but the Chanel don't talk shit to the L'Oreal. The Chanel don't be like, I'm superior and you're inferior. You know, like, the Chanel is still nice. They play nicely together. All right, last but not least, that's not the way you say it. Last but not least, my lip products. What I've been loving, I think I've been rocking this lip way past the month of April, but I feel like since I'm talking about it, why not? The lip that I've been rocking is I line it with MAC's Chestnut. It looks like this. MAC. And I do it in Chestnut. I don't know if you can see it. But MAC's Chestnut Pencil and Nana Coco's Love Affair Lip Gloss. So this is what it looks like. It says Nana Coco, and then I doubt you'll be able to see it because it's so small. But it says Love Affair somewhere in the back here. It says Love Affair. Really love this. These two together are amazing. I feel like I've worn them in recent videos where I've had it, but yeah, these two are perfect and I love it. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Sorry if you heard my bell ringing. I think the mailman is out there. So I'm gonna wrap this up now. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Mwah. Bye.